What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports Channel, and welcome live here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Getting ready for kickoff of the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship. It is live in Houston, Texas, but we are live here on the YouTube channel of Lucas Ross Sports as the national anthem is getting ready to be played here in the Dome, of course, at Houston, Texas. This is the play-by-play of the national championship, as you could tell by the scoreboard. And, of course, the national championship is on the line. It's the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan Wolverines. It is a battle of unbeatens. It's also the Pac-12 versus the Big Ten. These two teams are definitely going to be future opponents in next year's Big Ten conference and everything. So, yeah, and Adam, thank you so much. This is my first time doing a play-by-play. I wish I could have done it a little bit more, this year, but we may be doing that a lot more in 2024. So thank you guys for enjoying the live or, joining the live if you're going to be joining live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. So the national anthem is being played, and when the national anthem is being played right now. So during the national anthem, let's take a look at the storylines. Obviously, going into this national championship game, as you could tell, again, Washington comes in here, the number 2 seed in the playoff, and the final top 4 playoff teams. Michigan's number 1. Washington comes in undefeated, 14-0 out of the Pac-12. They're the Pac-12 champion, of course. And then for Michigan, they're 14-0 as well. They, of course, won the Big Ten title. You look at both of these teams, obviously. You look at Michigan, like I said, 14-0. Washington, 14-0. Let's take a look at Washington first. And again, they come in this game at 14-0. You look at their season leaders on the season, of course, Michael Penix Jr. is the reason why this Washington team is, of course, in the national championship. Hopefully everybody can hear me on this live and everything. So, again, Washington, of course, Michael Penix has led the way for this Washington team this season. 35 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions on the year and about 4,648 yards of passing. He was the Heisman runner-up right behind Jaden Daniels of LSU. A lot of people thought he would, win it. A lot of people thought he would be the winner of the Heisman Trophy, but it was really close in the voting for both of those two players. Dylan Johnson is the leading rusher for Washington. 222 carries on the year, 1,162 yards of rushing this year, and about 16 rushing touchdowns. There was obvious questions, going into this game for Dylan Johnson. There is kind of a health issue for him. We don't know what the status of him is yet, but it looks like he's going to be playing in this game. And then leading receiver for Washington on the offensive side of the football is Rome Odinez. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. He's got 1,553 yards on the season, receiving receiving touchdowns and 87 catches on the season. So that's a look at the season leaders for the Washington Huskies. And then looking at for the Michigan Wolverines, they come in again with a record of 14-0. J.J. McCarthy is the leading quarterback for this Michigan team that's led him to this national championship. He's got 2,851 yards of passing on the year, 22 touchdown passes, and 4 interceptions only. So he's been taking care of the football pretty well this year. Blake Corum, obviously, one of the top running backs in the history of Michigan football, and also, in history of college football as well. 237 carries on the year, 1,111 yards of rushing, and 25 rushing touchdowns. Blake Corum's just had a really, really dominant season and everything. So, and then you take a look at the receiver for this Michigan team. Roman Wilson is the leading receiver for this Michigan team. He had a big game against Alabama last week, had 73 receiving yards and 4 receptions, and had 1 receiving touchdown. He has 735 yards on the season and about 12 receiving touchdowns. So again, that's a look at your stat leaders for both of these teams. As the two teams are about to take the field, it is the AT&T pregame rush as the Michigan Wolverines take the field. The Big Ten champions, 14-0. Obviously missed out on the national championship last year. Lost the college football playoff to TCU last season. They're coming in after that 27-20 overtime win against Alabama as J.J. McCarthy takes the field. And here come the Washington Huskies. A lot of people thought we would not see a Pac-12 team make the playoff this year, and also, not to make a national championship either. Here come the Huskies of Washington. They made it to the playoff in 2017. Maybe I should say like 2016, I believe. They did lose that semifinal to Alabama when Jeremy Pruitt was the defensive coordinator for, Alabama that year. But Washington takes the field as they will, of course, fight for a national championship. You look at Washington, obviously coming off that 37-31 win in the playoff semifinal matchup against Texas. That was a big one there. Michigan comes into this national championship as a 5.5-point favorite. When I did my official prediction for this game, it was 4 points. I think 4.5 points. Michigan was the favorite. So Washington is once again an underdog going into this game. They've always been the underdog. They have been now. This is the third straight time in postseason play for college football, 2023/2024, that Washington has been a underdog for this postseason. They were a 9.5-point underdog against Oregon in the Pac-12 championship, ending up winning that one 34-31. And then they were a underdog against the Texas Longhorns, like I said, 37-31 win for Washington. Now they are a 5.5-point underdog. That's the final spread number for this national championship. And everything. So Washington has really proved a lot of people wrong when they are officially the underdog in a lot of these games. So Washington, once again, is an underdog. You look at Michigan. They've had a very up and down season with all the suspensions, the 6-game suspension for Jim Harbaugh total. But you look at, of course, they're 14-0. They're in the national championship. It's been an emotional season for this team, but they have fought their way, to defeat Ohio State in that last game of the regular season, and then, of course, the Big Ten championship against Iowa. They won that game 26-0. But as the teams are about to do the coin toss here, you look at Michigan out there. They got some big size. Especially on the offensive line. I think the offensive line is going to be the key for Michigan to win this game. And then for Washington, it's definitely going to be their explosive offense. But it's going to come down to their defense as well in this game. Marcus Woods is the referee for this national championship. He's out of the ACC conference as they are about to do the coin toss. Washington calls tails. Washington won the toss, and they defer. So Michigan will receive the opening kickoff of this 2024 national championship game. And again, it's Michigan versus Washington here, the final game of the 2023-24 college football season. So again, the Washington Huskies have won the toss. They deferred. Michigan will receive, and Washington will get the ball to start the second half. So we will see what Michigan can do here against this Washington defense, which, when we did our prediction for this, game and everything, we saw that Washington was ranked number 97th on defense, which is not really good. And, for Michigan, they're obviously ranked 72nd. So both teams are a little bit different on both sides of the football, especially on offense. You look at Michigan, of course. Again, they're not that big on the offensive side of the football, but this is a team that can still score on the offensive side of the football. So this has a chance to be really exciting to watch as we are about to get underway here in this national championship. Washington will be in the white uniforms this evening with white numbers, purple, numbers. And they will also be in the old gold helmet. And for Michigan, they're all in the navy uniforms with yellow trim on the numbers and a little bit of yellow on the helmets there. And Kicking off for Washington will be number 95, Gross, as this national championship game, the final game of the 2023-24 season. We're underway as the kickoff will be returnable at the 3-yard line by Michigan to the 15. And Washington with a really good special teams play there. They're going to knock them down right around the 15, 16-yard line. And with just like that, 4 seconds in, and Michigan's offense takes the field. J.J. McCarthy, the quarterback for this Michigan team, of course, took over as a starting quarterback, after Cade McNamara, transferred and, kind of was, benched a little bit. And ever since that time, J.J. McCarthy has been such a big presence for this Michigan team at quarterback. 1st down and 10, as Michigan offense will start a little bit short of that red zone. They're down at the 16-yard line. 1st down and 10, Michigan. There's a snap. Going to hand it off to Blake Corum on the left side, and he'll get about a 4-yard gain as he gets down to about the 20-yard line. Blake Corum again, coming in as an impact player. Roman Wilson as well. On the defensive side of the football, you got Braylon Trice for Washington. And Tali, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. That's a defensive lineman for Washington, but first drive of the game here for this Michigan team, 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard carry by Corum. J.J. McCarthy out of the shotgun. Goes in motion to the left. McCarthy's looking to throw for the first time and now goes down the middle and finds a receiver for a 1st down right around the 28-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a Michigan 1st down. So Michigan moves the chains here early. So again, just underway here in the national championship. If you're just joining us here on the live, we are calling this game. It's a play-by-play. One of my first play-by-plays here on the YouTube channel. 1st down and 10 for Michigan after that 1st down catch at the 28-yard line. In motion. And now they're going to hand it off to Blake Corum to the 30. Corum goes to about the 35 and fights for about 5 or 7 yards on that carry as Blake Corum's helmet comes off, so he'll have to go out for a play here. But good run there by Blake Corum and a good job by the offensive line for this Michigan front. So after a good special teams play, it's going to be a pretty long night for this Washington defense. But 2nd down and 3, again, Blake Corum goes out, his helmet came off. 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard carry. McCarthy out of the shotgun is going to hand it off to the backup tailback, and he'll push his way through for a 1st down for Michigan. And I have to look up the rosters here and see what the teams look like here, to be honest. I haven't really officially looked at the rosters for both teams. Carrying on that one was number 20, Cal Mullings. So he picks up the 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 39. McCarthy out of the shotgun here. Corum's back in the backfield, takes a snap, fakes it to Corum. McCarthy under pressure, fires it downfield complete. And it's going to be close to that 1st down. It looks like he's down about the 47-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be enough for a 1st down there for Michigan. So beautiful job here by the Michigan offense so far here on this first drive. As the catch is made by number 6. Trying to find the player here, but there's a long list. We'll take a look at that player here in just a moment. Catch made was by Corlius Johnson. 1st down and 10 at the 49 for Michigan as they will fake a little jet sweep, but then here goes the backup tailback, number 20. Boy, Michigan running the football right down Washington's throats. That'll be enough for a 1st down for Mullings. Beautiful run there by Mullings as the Washington defense is getting out-pounded by this Michigan offensive line. So this is the first drive of the game. Michigan 1st down and 10, ball at the Washington 37-yard line. McCarthy will go under center this time. 5 on the delay clock. Sends a guy in motion. Play action here for McCarthy. McCarthy in trouble, and down he goes. Washington gets to him as he'll be dropped back right around maybe the 42-yard line. So that is the first sack for this Washington defense. They need those tonight if they're going to win this national championship game. J.J. McCarthy definitely did not have time to throw the football that time as they will bring him down in the backfield. A loss of 4 yards on that play. 2nd down and 14 at the 41. 10:25 to go in this first quarter, scoreless. McCarthy gets the snap, going to take it, or actually hand it off to Donovan Edwards, breaks it free. Donovan Edwards, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Michigan. Donovan Edwards, 41 yards to the house. And the Michigan Wolverines strike first blood here in this national championship. The Michigan Wolverines score first in this national championship. That was an 8-play, 84-yard drive. Wow. Right out of the gate. As the extra point is up and good. So Michigan leads it now 7-0 after that 8-play drive. We're going to take a quick break here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel as you're listening live to play-by-play coverage here on this YouTube live stream of the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, the coverage of the national championship. Right here, live audio here on the live stream. And your score right now is Michigan 7, Washington 0, as we're in the first quarter of play. Michigan, Donovan Edwards, 41-yard touchdown run to strike Michigan with a first blood score of this national championship. That was an 8-play, 84-yard drive. Donovan Edwards, his first rushing touchdown since Penn State. As Michigan will kick it away, we got 10-14 to go in this first quarter of play. As Washington's offense will take the field. Michael Penix Jr., of course, battled with injuries in his Indiana career, but ever since he's come to Washington, he transferred in 2022. He was a Heisman Trophy runner-up this year, so Washington really relies on him, as again, he's coming off that really fantastic performance against Texas. Let's see what he does here against one of the top defenses in the country in Michigan. So first down and 10 here at the 25-yard line. Penix goes under center. They're going to toss it here to the left side and right around to the 30-yard line. So nice run there for Washington on this first play as they gets down to about the 31-yard line. Dylan Johnson, of course, coming in, very questionable, but that was a news with the run there for this Washington team. And for the impact players for Michigan, Will Johnson and Mason Graham are the impact players for this Michigan defense. Second down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Penix will throw for the first time. Finds a wide open receiver to the 35 to the 40 and right around out of bounds to about the 44-yard line. So Washington picks up a quick first down here as we're kind of expecting maybe a shootout here in this game, but the over and under for this game was at 56.5. First down and 10. Washington goes quick tempo here as the ball is at the 42. First down and 10 for Penix. Takes his time. 9:10 to go in this first quarter. Michigan leading 7-0. 9 under the late clock for Washington. Boy, Washington moving a lot of players to the left. Penix out of the shotgun. Low snap. Rowing to his left. Looking. Penix fires it short. Complete. Right around to the 45-yard line for Washington. So, a little bit of a short yardage there for this Washington team. The catch was made by number 8, Will Nixon. Second down and 7 here for Washington at the 45. As they go quick tempo, Penix hands it off up the middle, straight into that defensive line for Michigan. About a short gain, maybe about 3 yards, maybe 2, as Will Nixon, the running back, gets the carry for a couple yards. Third down and 5, the first third down. Michigan, I don't think, suffered any third downs on that drive. Washington is 14th in the country on third downs this year, 47%. Third and 5. Penix out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap. Penix to throw. Fires it left side complete. Takes a huge hit, but it's catch, and it's still going for the receiver. And somehow took the first hit. The ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line. Boy, Tybo Rogers, the other running back, a true freshman, took the hit and still kept going. And that's enough for a first down, so a third down conversion for this high-powered offense. First down and 10 here for the Huskies. They go quick tempo at the 42-yard line. Penix out of the shotgun. They're taking their time here. Penix takes the snap. Pressure coming. Left side, and the pass incomplete that time. Intended for Tybo Rogers. Dylan Johnson is on the sideline, not looking really good right now. Again, he came into this game very questionable. So, it looks like Dylan Johnson's not going to get a lot of carries tonight, but again, this is a national championship. You don't really know what to expect here. Second down and 10 after the incompletion from Penix. Ball at the 42-yard line in Michigan territory. Penix out of the shotgun. Delay clock down to 1. Just got the snap off and now hands it up the middle. There is a whistle before even the play began. There is a flag down. As the refs are still blowing the whistle, my goodness. We already know that the flag was out. And it looks like it's going to be... There was a timeout called actually by Washington because of the delay clock was running down. So we will take a quick break here. We'll take about a 30-second break here as you're listening live here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, the play-by-play of the National Championship. Back here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, we are live here once again on the coverage and also play-by-play of the College Football Playoff National Championship game. Again, brought to you by AT&T as we are bringing you the play-by-play. This is Lucas Ross here, your play-by-play broadcaster of this national championship. As the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines, Michigan leading Washington by a score right now of 7-0, as Michigan did score the first official touchdown of this game, as it was, of course, by a huge 41-yard touchdown run for Donovan Edwards. As Dylan Johnson is on the sideline, he got injured on the play, and it looks like he's going to be out for the remainder of this game. That will definitely be a huge loss for this Washington offense. Second down and 10 after the timeout was called by the Huskies. As Penix will drop out of the shotgun, delivers a short throw to the left side, complete 35 to 30, nice crease, and a first down right around the 26-yard line. Catch made by another wide receiver for Washington. That's Rome Adunez, 6'3 junior. He's the leading receiver for this Washington team. 87 catches on the year coming into this game. First down and 10 for the Huskies. Penix will throw. Penix in trouble, fires it left side and incomplete. As he was under pressure that time, Will Nixon was the intended receiver. That's the running back for Washington. It looks like we're going to see Will Nixon as the first-string running back here for Dylan Johnson. Michael Penix so far 4 of 6 for 41 yards. Second down and 10. Second down and 10 here as Washington trying to switch up the play here. 3 on the delay clock here for the Huskies, as they're going to hand it off for a jet sweep here on the right side, 25-20, and close to that first down. Rob Gore, or Jalen McMillan with the jet sweep. Gets close to a first down here for Washington. So Washington, this is their first official drive. They've been on the field for quite a while. For Michigan, it took about 4 minutes for them to score. Washington in the red zone. Third down and 1. Up the middle they go. This is Dylan Johnson with a carry. Dylan Johnson picks up the first down. Boy, he is coming out off the sideline and going into the game. This is a national championship, and if you're Dylan Johnson, you got to play this game. So it's now first and goal. 11th play of the drive for this Washington offense at the 10-yard line. Penix gets the snap. Going to hand it off to Dylan Johnson. Spins away, but may have got back to the original line of scrimmage, as Michigan's defense was all over that one. So no gain there for Dylan Johnson, as he's going to go out to the sideline. I'm just very surprised that, Dylan Johnson is playing in this game. But this is a national championship. You got to play in this game if you're Dylan Johnson, if you want to be that star running back for this team. Again, he came into this game just having a really phenomenal season. Second down and goal. Penix gets the snap. Now going to fire it to the right side, or actually hand it off to the right side to number 2. That's another wide receiver there for Washington. That's Jalen Polk. Jalen Polk, the 6'2 sophomore. Now it's third and goal here. The 13th play of this drive for the Huskies. As we got 4:27 to go in this first quarter. Michigan leading 7-0. Third and goal here. Let's see what Penix does here. As Washington goes to the line. Now 5 on the delay clock. They're going to have to get this snap off. And now another timeout is called. They're in front of the Michigan fan base, it looks like, but that's the second timeout taken in this first quarter by the Huskies. So we will take a quick break here. You're listening live here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live stream and play-by-play of the national championship. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. You are listening live to a live audio of the coverage of the national championship game between the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Washington with a 3rd and goal coming up here, as we have seen pretty much, some timeouts called here in this first quarter. Again, touchdown was scored by Michigan in the early on their first drive. So 3rd and goal here, 4:04 to go in this first quarter. This is the 13th play of the drive for the Huskies, as Penix will drop out of the shotgun. Now comes out to his center to try to set the play. Plenty of time on the delay clock. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix gets the snap. Blitz coming for Michigan. Penix to throw. Penix goes to the end zone, too high and incomplete. And that was a really missed throw there. That was intended for his top receiver, Rome Odunze. So it results in a 4th down now. It looks like Washington's going to have to settle for the field goal. So a missed opportunity there for Washington on this long drive here in this first quarter of play to make it an even 7-7 ball game. As Michael Penix got pressured, it's not a bad throw, but a little bit too high. 25-yard attempt here for Washington. Oh, it just sneaks through there. Well, that was a lucky break for this Washington team, as they were about to go scoreless. But now it's a field goal that is good. Makes it now officially 7-3 here in this national championship. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back for more live audio coverage of the national championship right here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the live audio and play-by-play broadcasts of the national championship game. Your score right now here in the first quarter, Michigan 7, Washington 3. 14-play drive for Washington results in a field goal. Michigan scored on their first drive with an 8-play, 84-yard drive. Total yards in this first half so far, or first quarter, Michigan 84, Washington 67. As Washington will kick off here. Again, both of these teams undefeated, as there's the kickoff by the Huskies. This ball is going to be returned by the Wolverines. And not a big return at all, so looks like the ball will be spotted right around the 14-yard line. So far, Washington doing a pretty good job on special teams. Their first official return for Michigan was only to the 16. This looked like it's going to be maybe at the 14 or maybe the 15-yard line, so we'll see where it's spotted at when we come back on the screen. First down and 10 here for the Michigan Wolverines. Again, they went to the end zone in their first drive. It was an 8-play, 84-yard drive, which resulted in a Donovan Edwards touchdown. Ball's going to be spotted at the 14-yard line. First down and 10 here. McCarthy under center is going to hand it off to Blake Corum. Blake Corum trying to fight his way for extra yardage as it gets to about the 17. So he gets about a gain of 3. Boy, Blake Corum's going to be tough to stop here for this Washington defense. We saw a little bit of what the running game is like for Michigan. They came into this game averaging about 159.5 yards of rushing on the ground based on the stats, in our game preview and prediction. Second down and 7 here at the 17-yard line. McCarthy at the shotgun takes a snap. Fakes it to Corum. McCarthy's looking downfield, takes a lob and throw, and it's caught! First down and more. Catch made by Wilson, number 1, the guy who had a really big-time game against Alabama last Monday night. And that will put Michigan into Washington territory. A good lobbing throw there by J.J. McCarthy. So far, the Michigan offense is looking like they're going back to their old ways. I don't know where this offense was at this year, but it's looking really, really good. Ball at the 46-yard line in Washington territory. First down and 10 here. McCarthy by himself in the backfield. Oops, it's short this time. It almost picked off. It's through the hands of the Washington corner. That was almost a interception and almost a turnover for this Michigan team, but luckily caught a break. It goes right through the receiver's left hand. So that ball is close to being intercepted, but that is a lucky break here for this Michigan offense. Second down and 10 here. McCarthy 3 of 4 so far in this game for 55 yards. McCarthy out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to hand it off to Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards, look at him go. 30, 25, 20. He is gone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Donovan Edwards with another long touchdown. This time from 46 yards. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Michigan football. And also, ladies and gentlemen, where did Donovan Edwards come from? Extra point try coming up here to try to make this one a 11-point ball game, and it's good. So that's another touchdown for the Michigan Wolverines. Donovan Edwards with 2 rushing touchdowns, one from 41, and this one from 46 yards. Donovan Edwards having an incredible first quarter. Unbelievable. This Michigan offense, I believe this is I don't think it's the most points that they've scored in the first quarter all year, but it's really close to that. And Michigan jumps out to a 14-3 lead here in the first quarter. As the kickoff by Michigan here, as Washington might have a chance to return this one, but instead takes a knee. So it will be first down and 10 here for the Huskies here. 2:23 to go in this first quarter of play. Your score, Michigan 14, Washington 3. If you're just joining us here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, again, we're doing a live audio and live broadcast of the national championship. First down and 10 here for the Huskies at the 25-yard line after that touchback. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix comes up to the center, switching the play. 5 on the delay clock. Got to get the snap off. 2, 1, got the snap off. Penix fakes it to Johnson. Penix going to throw here. Now he's going to try to run for it. And Penix takes a slip there and maybe a dive to the 32-yard line. So not a bad gain by Michael Penix there on the scramble. As Michigan brought the pressure and good coverage downfield by the Wolverines. Second down and 5 after a 5-yard pickup as they are inside the 30. Penix gets a snap. It's going to toss it to Dylan Johnson left side. Johnson has nowhere to go. May have got a yard on that play, but at least got maybe no gain. But Michigan defensive line, I don't think you're going to run against this team. That was Graham, one of the impact players with the tackle, number 55 for Michigan on the defensive side of the football. No gain. Third down and 5. 1:23 to go in this first quarter. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix waiting for the snap. Penix takes a snap. Blitz coming for Michigan. Penix to throw. Fires it right. Complete to his wide receiver and able to stay with the effort and make the tackle for the Michigan secondary. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Beautiful job by the Michigan defense to make that tackle. It was one-on-one, but the Michigan player able to make the tackle there. So with that, it's going to be 3 and out for the Washington offense. As the final seconds here in the first quarter of play, they're coming after this punt. There's the punt by the Huskies. It's a short one, but takes a nice bounce as the ball will be spotted right around the 21-yard line. So Michigan will come out 2 straight plays and 2 straight touchdowns by Donovan Edwards. Where did this guy come from? He's been pretty quiet this year. 46 and 41. Derrick Henry was one of those longest touchdown runs in a national championship. 21 seconds to go. First down and 10 here. 14-3 Michigan. McCarthy out of the shotgun is going to hand it off to Blake Corum. Blake Corum without a crease. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Corum down the sidelines, got a block. Blake Corum down at the 20-yard line. Huge run for Blake Corum. 59-yard gain by Michigan's running game. Blake Corum, one of the top running backs in the history of college football, gets a huge run. That's going to end the first quarter of play. A dominating first quarter of play of running the football for this Michigan team. We will take a quick break here. You're listening live here to the live audio and play-by-play of the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship. Your score, Michigan 14, Washington 3. Right here, live on the YouTube channel of Lucas Ross Sports. Welcome back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Getting ready to start the second quarter of the live audio and play-by-play of the national championship game of college football. Your score at the end of the first quarter is Michigan 14, Washington 3, as Michigan just absolutely dominated on the running side of the football. 153 of the 174 rushing yards before contact of this Michigan offense tonight. They will start the second quarter at the 20-yard line, as it's a first down and 10 here for the Michigan offense. J.J. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap, going to hand it off to Blake Corum. Corum gets right around the first guy, and Blake Corum gets around the 23-yard line. So that's the first play of this second quarter. And if you're just joining us right here live on the YouTube channel, thank you for joining us here, or thank you for joining me, I should say. 3-yard gain by Blake Corum, as Michigan goes with a different backup tailback instead of, Donovan Edwards, who had the first 2 touchdowns of the first quarter. Michigan in the red zone here. McCarthy gets the snap out of the shotgun, is going to hand it off left side, and that is to the third-string running back. Let me look up his name real quick. So far in this first quarter, Michigan just absolutely pounding it on the running game against this Washington defensive line. That carry, by the way, was by Khalil Mullings, third-string running back. 3rd and 4 now for Michigan. I believe this is their first third down that they're facing. I'm not really sure. Yes, it is. First third down tonight, and a timeout is taken as the delay clock was running down. So a timeout, Michigan. Their first official timeout of this half. As we will take a quick break here. You're watching here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live audio of the national championship, right here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are live here of play-by-play coverage. And again, we're giving you the play-by-play, full play-by-play of this national championship game of 2024, Michigan and Washington. Your score right now, as we're in the second quarter of play, is Michigan 14, Washington 3. As Michigan is inside the red zone, they have a 3rd and 4 here. This is their first third down attempt tonight. They need to get it inside the 10 as they're inside the 14. McCarthy out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Blitz coming from Washington. McCarthy delivers a strike to the right side and incomplete. Nice job there by the defender for Washington to bat that pass away. Pass was intended for number 6, Cornelius Johnson, 6'3", senior for Michigan. So that will bring up 3 and out for the Michigan Wolverines, and it looks like it's going to be a field goal attempt by James Turner. 16 of 19 on the year, 50 yards is his long attempt, 32 from straight away. There's a snap, good hold, and the field goal is on the way, and it sneaks through there. So the field goal is pretty good. So that will put Michigan up 17-3 here. So Michigan goes up 17-3 here. They lead now by officially 14 points. It's been all Michigan here in the first half, of course, with the running game of Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards especially, though, because of the 46 and 41-yard rushing touchdowns. Washington will get the ball back here in the second quarter. They do get the ball to start the second half, of course. Coming up, of course, at the half, we will take a look at some stats here for both of these teams. We'll take a look at first half stats and take a look at the player comparisons as well. And have a look at what's coming up here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for upcoming videos as we conclude 2023-24 season. But we got a long way to go. 13-28 to go in the second quarter. As here's the kickoff by Michigan. Ball will go back into the end zone, and that will be, of course, a touchback. So Washington will take over on the offensive side of the football at the 25-yard line. Tonight, Michael Penix Jr., no pressure, 5 for 5 in those situations, and then 0 for 3 under pressure. First down and 10 here for the Huskies. We haven't seen like a big explosive play here for this Washington offense. First down and 10, though, at the 25-yard line. Penix is out of the shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. Penix waiting for the snap. There it is. Penix fakes it to Johnson. Now fires a high throw complete to his top wide receiver. And that is enough for a first down for Washington. So there's a little bit of life there for the Huskies. Let's see if they can move down the field and get their first official score of the game. Total yards right now, Michigan 235, Washington 84. And like I said, those first half stats are going to tell us which team has been dominant here in the first half. First down and 10, though, at the 35 now. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix takes a snap, fakes it to Johnson. Penix is looking to throw. Fires it left side complete. Right around to the 50-yard line. A nice strike there by Washington quarterback Michael Penix. One of the best left-handed throwers I've seen out of a Pac-12 quarterback. As that will give them down to midfield. Washington goes quick tempo here. It's now time to go aggressive here as Johnson gets the carry. Spins, but only gets about a gain of a yard perhaps as the Michigan defensive line is all over that. You're not going to be able to run against this Michigan defensive line. Washington came into this game averaging about 125 yards of rushing. Again, this is more like a passing attack team. Second down and 9 after the yard carry. Penix out of the shotgun. Johnson comes in the backfield with him to his right. 7 on the delay clock. Washington with 1 timeout left. Penix gets the snap, and now flag is down, and it looks like it's going to be an early jump by the Huskies. I don't think we have any penalties tonight except for this one coming up. It's going to be a snap infraction against the Huskies. So it is going to be on the center of Washington. So a tough penalty there for this Washington team after a big explosive play. After a pass by Penix to the 50-yard line, that will push them back into Michigan territory, or actually in their own territory. A loss of 4 after that penalty. 2nd down and 14. Penix out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Penix to throw, plenty of time. Now he's running out of time, and now he's going to have to chuck it downfield left side and incomplete. That was well covered by the Michigan secondary, and also great pressure by the Michigan defensive line. As we are seeing, the game plan of Michigan here in this game is to pressure Michael Penix at all times. Washington 2 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight. They're 47% on the year. 3rd and 14. Ball at the 46-yard line at their own territory. Penix out of the shotgun. And now another flag down. And it's going to be against Washington. False start now on Washington. That results in a 5-yard penalty. So 2 straight penalties now for this Washington team. That is on Billo number, the right guard, I should say, not the number, but number 77 for Washington with a penalty. So it's now a 3rd down and long, 19 to go for this Washington team. 17-3 is your score with 11:18 to go in the first half. Penix out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Penix, the throw down the middle of the field, complete, and not going to be even close to the first down, as that will get to Michigan territory, but it's now 4th down for this Washington team. And Washington's offense still out on the field. I would really be surprised if they go for it here on a 4th and 7. You're in the first half of play, but they are going to go for it here. 4th down and 7 here for Washington. Washington could probably take a timeout here. That would be their last one of the first half. 4th and 7 here. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix got the snap off. Looking to throw. Penix lobs it downfield. Got a man wide open. It's incomplete. Agdu was the intended receiver for Washington. He had him wide open, but it's incomplete. That could have been 6 points right there for this Washington team. And now it's turnover on downs. I think that's a really bad call by this Washington offense to go for it on a 4th and 7 in the second quarter of play. Aduse was wide open, but the ball was just a little bit off the mark by Michael Penix. A missed opportunity. We will take a quick break here as you're listening live here to the play-by-play audio of the National Championship game right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel with the live play-by-play and also broadcasts of the 2024 National Championship game between the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Your score right now here in the second quarter of play of this National Championship game is Michigan 17, Washington 3. Washington was deciding to go for it on a 4th and 7, but obviously could not convert. But tell you what, the receiver was wide open, and Michael Penix just missed him on a lobbing throw, as we are seeing it on the screen, or maybe you can see it on your screen as well. But Washington, a missed opportunity there to have a chance to score on that play. So that's going to give Michigan plenty of good field advantage or field position here on this drive. They have dominated the running game. First down and 10 here with 10:27 to go in this first half. Ball at the 47-yard line for the Michigan Wolverines. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap, going to hand it off up to the right side. That's Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards, that's his shortest run so far of the night. No gain on that play. Second down and 10. Yeah, and it's been all about the Michigan running game in this first half. Coming up again at the half, we do have first half stats for you, and we'll talk about some of the videos that are upcoming here for the 2024 offseason of college football. Second down and 10 here for Michigan. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes it to Edwards. McCarthy looking to throw, has plenty of time, now rolls to his right, now fires on the run, complete. No, it's incomplete. Ball was just dropped at the last second by the Michigan receiver. As we take a look at the replay on the screen here of what I'm watching. So it's incomplete here. It's now going to bring up a third down here. This would be a huge stop here for this Washington defense. They definitely need to get this Michigan offense off the field. Their defense has to step up. Third down and 10 here. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Blitz coming from the Huskies. McCarthy throws, too high and incomplete. Intended for Mullings. So that's going to be incomplete for J.J. McCarthy, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So a good stop by the Washington defense here on this drive after, going forward on a 4th and 7. Neither team has forced a turnover yet in this game. A turnover on downs is not a turnover if you're in the college football, but this will be the first punt tonight for the Michigan Wolverines, as they are going to kick this one away, try to keep it short of the end zone. So that ball will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll see Michael Penix out here on the field. We're going to take a quick break here as you're listening live to the live audio and play-by-play of the National Championship right here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the live play-by-play and broadcasts of the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship, again between the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Again, your score right now is Michigan 17, Washington 3, as we're about to see the Washington offense come back out on the field here. They've been struggling here so far in this game. You probably want to get a score here before the end of the first half, you would say, because they do get the ball to start the second half. As the ball is at the 20-yard line after that punt, that was a touchback for Michigan. Penix will be out of his own shotgun. Takes a snap. Penix fakes to Johnson, and now Penix in trouble. He's going to go down. Michigan defense drops him down at about the 5-yard line. That's a huge loss on the play here for this Washington team. Maybe the 10-yard line. Let's take a look at the replay here as I'm going to be seeing it here on the screen. And yeah, that ball is going to be all the way down close to that 5-yard line. That's the first sack of the night for this Michigan defensive unit. They did a pretty good job against Jalen Milroe in the semifinal win in the Rose Bowl. That's a loss of 12 yards. Second down and 22. Ball at the 8. Penix with the snap, fakes it to his tailback, now fires on the run. Pass is going to be incomplete. The ball hit the ground before the receiver caught it. So now it's third down and a long 22 to go here for this Washington team. They have been struggling to get past this Michigan defense, which was really not surprising going into this game. As that ball hits the ground, as we saw the replay. So now it's third and 22. 8:37 to go in this second quarter. And / first half. Ball at the 8-yard line. Penix out of the shotgun, gets the snap. Penix to throw. Penix fires it short, complete to Dylan Johnson. Johnson barrels into the defender, but it's not going to be even close to a first down. As it's going to be fourth down for this Washington offense. Again, this is a team that's coming into this game averaging about 37 points per game. It was at 47 points per game, but this is a very explosive offense that has just not been able to get things going here in this ball game. So a 3-and-out here for the Washington Huskies. They are going to punt this ball away on 4th and 7. There's a snap, and able to catch it, and there's the punt. Ball takes a bounce at the 35-yard line and will go out of bounds. It'll be not bad field position for Michigan, though. The ball will be spotted maybe close to about the 37-yard line. And, there's John Harbaugh on the sideline for Michigan, brother of Jim Harbaugh. Of course, those two guys, I remember going back and forth in this Super Bowl between the 49ers and the Ravens. That will always be my favorite kind of Super Bowl game there. First down and 10 here for Michigan. 7:45 to go in the first half. Your score, Michigan 17, Washington 3. If you're on this live stream, in the chat, if you're a Michigan fan, say hashtag Michigan Wolverines. And if you're a Washington fan, say hashtag Washington Huskies. McCarthy gets the snap. It's going to hand it off to Blake Corum. Blake Corum pushes that pile to the 41-yard line, so a good gain there by Blake Corum. I'm anxious to see what those first half stats look like for Michigan in the running game. A gain of 8 yards on that play. Second down and 2 coming up. There's a new quarterback in here for Michigan. It's a option quarterback. Second down and 2. They're going to keep it on the read option. Here we go. Big first down for Michigan to the 50 to the 45-yard line. It looks like it's going to be close to that 45, so it's a first down. That's Orji. Looks like the backup quarterback for Michigan takes it on the read option. I haven't seen a read option run in a long time for college football history. So Orgy picks up the first down, number 10 for Michigan. First down and 10 here. Michigan trying to maybe waste the clock down so they can not keep that Washington offense off the field, as they're going to keep it on another read option here. It's Orgy with the carry, and Orgy gets about past the 45 to the 44. So now Orgy was going to go out here for Michigan. Couple yards gain on the play there for the Wolverines on the running game. They're focused on the running game here in this one. Second down and 8 here to go. McCarthy gets the snap, going to hand it off to Corum. And this time Washington defense gets right all over at the line of scrimmage. And now there is a player down for Washington. As we're going to take a look at the replay here on my screen, as Washington player is officially down on the field. It is number 1, Meheman. Let's step aside here for a moment as they'll attend to the Washington injured player. You're listening to a live audio and broadcast and play-by-play of the national championship right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the play-by-play and also live broadcasts of the Lucas Ross, the coverage of the national championship, the college football national championship here. As your score, so we're in the second quarter of play with 5:45 to go. Washington trailing Michigan here 17-3, as it's a 3rd and 8 here coming up for the Wolverines. J.J. McCarthy out of the shotgun here. Michigan changing up the play here. J.J. McCarthy gets the snaps, going to hand it off up the middle to Corum. Blake Corum's going to be just shy of that first down. I'm kind of surprised that Michigan was running the football there on that long third down. But we'll see what they do here on a 4th down and short. It's 4th and 3 officially. It was actually Donovan Edwards with a carry. Michigan's going to... It looks like it's going to be... They're going to bring in the punting team out, so on 4th and 3, Michigan's going to punt it away. And a timeout is taken by Michigan. That's the second official timeout taken by the Wolverines. Well, don't forget, coming up at the half, we got 4:46 to go here in this second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the halftime report. We will give you first half stats here for both of these teams. And also we'll have, we'll talk about, of course, what videos are going to be coming out here, pretty much, on the channel, coming up throughout this week. I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to have our way too early top 25 video tomorrow. And hopefully we can get that video out tomorrow. And we got some other video ideas coming up. So that's just a big surprise there. Way too early top 25 video for tomorrow. Of course, it will be on here on the YouTube channel. Michigan's going to bring out their offense here on a 4th and 3. They were thinking about punting it away, but they're going to go for it. 17 of 21 on the year for 4th downs. So 4th and 3 here. McCarthy's going to go out of the shotgun here on this play. McCarthy. 8 on the delay clock. McCarthy gets the snap. Now fires a quick throw, and it's incomplete. Batted down. Good coverage there by the Washington secondary as Michigan will go turnover on down. So both of these teams have had a 4th down attempt tonight. Good stop by this Washington defense. Let's see if they can finally get things going here and get on the scoreboard. They are on the scoreboard with 3 points, but they would rather get a touchdown here. Wilson was the intended receiver on that play. /pass. First down and 10 for Washington here at the 39-yard line. Penix gets the snap. It's going to hand it off left side to Dylan Johnson. Dylan Johnson to about the 45 to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up about 6 yards on that play. 4:28 to go in this first half. Let's see if Washington can try to make this a ball game. Second down and 4. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix gets the snap. Is going to throw. Penix fires it left, complete for a first down. Catch made by Westover for Washington, number 37. And now they're going to go quick tempo here on the drive. There's a beautiful throw there by Michael Penix. Penix gets the snap here on this hurry-up play. They're going to hand it off to Johnson, and there's a head-to-head collision there. Gets about a couple yards on that carry. The hurry-up offense has not been an issue for this Michigan defense tonight. Second down and 8 to go. Couple-yard carry at the 43-yard line. Michael Barrett was the one that made the tackle for Michigan. Second down and 8. Penix to throw, looking right. Now fires a short throw complete to Johnson. Johnson got away from, or actually barreled into one of his own players, but it looks like he just has enough for a first down after a short throw by Penix. So Washington trying to go quick tempo here and try to get on the scoreboard. 2:58 to go in this first half. Washington with 1 timeout remaining, obviously. Michigan also with 1 timeout. First down and 10. Penix will throw down the middle of the field, complete. Or actually a short throw down the middle. And it's going to be enough for the first down for Washington. So another completion to the fullback of Washington there. Westover with the catch, so he makes another catch there. He's got 2 on this drive. First down and 10 here for the Huskies. Penix gets the snap, now fakes it, and now this one's going to be incomplete. Looks like that was intended for not Dylan Johnson, but number 2. They didn't really see the name there, so second down and 10 there. 2:17 to go here. Michigan leads 17-3 over Washington. Washington, though, inside the 23 in Michigan territory. Penix out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Penix out of the shotgun, has to get the snap off, and he does. And now Penix going to throw this ball away. There's all kinds of contact. Wallace, number 12, was really physical on that play against Washington's top receiver, Adu. Actually, Adu lost his footing, so... But I'm kind of surprised there was no penalty on that play. So now another third down here for Washington. Third down and 10. Penix out of the shotgun. Now 3 receivers to the right. Penix to throw. Penix will throw a lobbing throw, and he's going to be incomplete on this play. Now there's a flag. McMillan, the intended receiver, and it looks like it's going to be against Michigan here. That is a penalty against Michigan for pass interference. First penalty, I believe, on Michigan tonight. That was just very surprising. Michael Penix putting his arms in the air. That was kind of a late call, but the referees did make the call. So first down and goal here for Washington. 2:08 to go in this first half. Washington inside the 8-yard line. In Michigan territory, there's a snap by Penix. And now going to hand it off to Dylan Johnson. Break the first tackle. Gets taken down right around the 5-yard line. So now it's going to be second down and goal coming up here for Washington for Dylan Johnson, or actually for this Washington offense. This is the 9th play of this drive. So this first half is getting close to the end. Second down and goal. Penix tosses it to Dylan Johnson. Dylan Johnson got hit by the first guy, and there is no gain for Dylan Johnson on that play. And it's going to bring up third and goal. Dylan Johnson was not able to get the block that he needed, so... And it looks like, they had a chance to get to the end zone, but of course the offensive tackle for Washington did not guard his man. As Dylan Johnson took a big hit on that play. Final timeout is called by Michigan. Kerry Page with the tackle. Michigan took their last timeout probably to just stop the clock here on third and goal so they can get the ball back before the end of the first half. Third and goal with 1:31 to go here in the first half. Washington inside the 5-yard line in Michigan territory. Penix the throw. Now Penix is going to take it for himself, and he's going to be chopped just short. Taken down at the 3-yard line by Jensen, number 94 for Michigan. So now let's see what Washington does here. Do they go for it on 4th and go, or do they kick the field goal to make it 17-6? And it looks like they're going to go for it here. So as the final minute comes down here to the first half in the second quarter of play. 4th and go for Washington. Trying to get on the board here to make this a close ball game. Penix gets the snap. Penix, plenty of time. Now fires over the middle. Touchdown. But there is a flag down. Let's see what the call is. McBlennan with the receiving touchdown. Let's see if this touchdown counts. That's going to be on the defense of Michigan. That's a touchdown for Washington. They're on the board with a touchdown. That's McMillan, 3-yard reception. So that makes it now 17-9. That was an 11-play, 61-yard drive. Now we got the extra point coming up. Extra point is up and good. So that makes it a 7-point ball game. So like we just mentioned, I think an 11-play drive in 61 yards. And Washington gets on the board here. Your score now here in the second quarter is Michigan 17, Washington 10. We now got a ball game, folks, here in this national championship. Michael Penix with his first touchdown pass. 42 seconds to go in this first half as Michigan will have a chance to probably score a field goal or a touchdown here in the end of this first half as the ball, it's a fair catch, going to be taken by the Michigan receiver. And don't forget, coming up at the half, we do got first half stats, and we also got future videos that are coming out here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining me here on this live stream. Again, for a live play-by-play and also live broadcast of this national championship. 42 seconds to go. Michigan out there on offense. They have no timeouts left. First down and 10. Will they be aggressive or just try to run the football and go into the second half? As no, they're going to pass it here. McCarthy across the middle, complete to the 40 to the 45-yard line, and a first down for Michigan here. Catch is made by Loveland, number 18 for Michigan. First down and 10 here as Michigan will go quick tempo here. 35 seconds to go. McCarthy throws left and going to be completed. It looks like he's not going to get out of bounds. As that's a good tackle there by this Michigan team or this Washington defense. And now Michigan's going to spike the ball. Now it's going to be third down and 3. On that first down play, Michigan had a chance to get out of bounds there, but Washington did a pretty nice job of keeping Johnson in bounds. So third down and 3. 16 seconds to go. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes the snap. McCarthy's looking to throw, fires it incomplete. So now with 12 seconds to go, it's now 4th down. So let's see what Michigan does here on this 4th down play. And Harbaugh's going to go for it. My Lord, we've seen a lot of 4th down plays here in this first half. No timeouts left for Michigan, but it looks like they're going to let this play clock run down. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty of delay a game. Your score here, 12 seconds to go in this first half of this national championship. And your score is Michigan 17, Washington 10. Washington has one timeout left. So it looks like Michigan's going to punt this football away. And that's what they do. Here's the punt. Ball will take a bounce, and that's going to be down at about the 1-yard line, maybe the 2-yard line. Good job by the Michigan special teams. So 3 seconds to go, and it looks like Washington cannot really do anything here with 3 seconds to go. So it looks like it could be just a kneel down to go into the locker room for the first half. Michigan jumped out to a 14-3 lead with 2 Donovan Edwards touchdowns. Washington scored a field goal, but then they, of course, responded with a touchdown of their own on 3rd and goal. Or maybe 4th and goal, I should say. As that ball will be knelt down by Penix. So that's going to do it for the first half of play here of this play-by-play of this national championship game. So your score right now at the half, Washington will receive the second half kickoff. Your score at the half is Michigan 17, Washington 10 in the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship. And we'll take a quick break here. Coming up, we do got halftime stats. And also we got some future videos that we're going to talk about here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to the live broadcast and also live play-by-play of the 2024 National Championship game right here, live on Lucas Ross Sports. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are live here once again for the play-by-play and also broadcast of the National Championship game. Your score at halftime is Michigan 17, Washington 10 at the half. So we saw a pretty interesting first half there. You look at Michigan, of course, in that first quarter. They really much controlled the first quarter. They led 14-3 at the end of the first quarter, and then Washington came out of nowhere in the second quarter with a fourth down and goal situation on the 3-yard line. They get, of course, a touchdown there. So it's a 7-point ball game as we're in halftime of this national championship. Again, your score is Michigan 17, Washington 10. Washington will, of course, get the ball to start the second half, as it's now time to take a look at first half stats here for both of these teams. Let's start with Washington here. They had a total of 10 first downs in that first half. They were 2 for 7 on third downs. Coming into this game, they were 47% on third down conversions this year. So that's not a really good number to see if you're a Washington fan. They were 1 for 2 on fourth down in that first half. Had a total of 160 total yards of offense. This Washington team came into this game averaging about 473 yards of, total yards this year. And then you take a look at, like I said, passing yards. Actually, let's take a look at passing yards. 128 for Michael Penix. Michael Penix was 13 of 21 in that first half for 128 yards with 1 touchdown pass. You look at Washington's running game, they only had 32 rushing yards in that first half, so a lot to work on with the running game for this Washington team. But like I said, this is a pretty good, Michigan defensive line that you just cannot really get past. And then you look at Michigan here. Michigan had 10 first downs in that first half. They were 0 for 4 on third downs. Third down conversions in that first half. You look at the total yards, though, for Michigan, 290 in the first half for this Michigan team on the offensive side of the football. Just absolute domination. 81 passing yards. J.J. McCarthy was 5 for 12 in that first half. And you take a look at the rushing for Michigan. That's been one of the big stories here of this first half, of course, was definitely the running the football. 209 yards of rushing on the ground for this Michigan team. In the first half for penalties, both of these teams had 2 penalties each. For Washington, they had 2 penalties for 10 yards. For Michigan, they had 2 penalties for 20 yards. No turnovers for both of these teams in that first half. So both of these teams taking care of the football pretty well in that first half of play. And then we take a look at the box score here. Michael Penix again was 13 of 21 for 128 yards in that first half for 1 touchdown pass. And then you take a look in the backfield. Dylan Johnson, the leading rusher for this team, with 9 carries and 26 yards. Again, he came into this game pretty questionable, but he has played not really a good of a first half. But like I said, it was kind of going to be hard to run against this team. Jalen McClendon had 1 carry for 9 yards, and then Will Nixon had 1 carry for 2 yards, and then Jalen Polk had 1 carry for 1 yard. So those are a look at the rushing leaders for Washington. Leading receivers, Rome Nunez had 3 receptions in that first half for 35 yards. Jalen McClendon had 4 catches for 28 yards with 1 receiving touchdown. Jack Westover had 2 catches for 21. Jalen Polk had 1 catch for 15. Dylan Johnson with 1 catch with 15 as well. Tyler Rogers had 1 catch for 11 yards, and then Will Nixon had 1 catch for 3 yards as well. So that's a look at the stats and the box score here for this Washington team. Then taking a look at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy was 5 for 11 in that first half for 81 yards. So not really a lot of passing here for J.J. McCarthy in that first half. But anyways, he was 5 for 11 in that first half for 81 yards. Donovan Edwards, 3 carries, of course, with 93 yards on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns. Of course, had a 46-yard and 41 rushing touchdown. He's got 2 touchdowns in that first half of play. And then for Blake Corum, 8 carries, 84 yards on the evening. No touchdowns yet for him, but his longest run, of course, was 59 yards. Khalil Mullings, 3 carries for 21 yards for Michigan. And then Alex Orji, the backup quarterback, came in there, had 2 carries for 15 yards. And then looking at the receiving for Michigan, Roman Wilson with 1 catch for 37 yards. Cornelius Johnson with 3 catches for 25, and then Colston Loveland with 1 catch and 19 yards. So that's a look at the box score stats here for both of these teams, and that is your official halftime stats for this national championship game. And again, this game started at around 7:30-ish. And Michigan came into this game as the favorite by 5.5 points. The over and under was at 56.5. So low scoring first half of play. Again, your score is Michigan 17, Washington 10. And again, Michigan just dominated on the offensive side of the football. They dominated the running game. They absolutely pretty much, played pretty well in the defense as well before giving up that, touchdown later in the second quarter. So, again, your score here at the half is 17-10 in favor of Michigan. We're going to take a quick break here. That is your halftime stats for both of these teams. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about future videos here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Stay tuned. We got plenty more to come right here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the live broadcast and also the live play-by-play of the national championship game. Again, your score at the half is Michigan leading Washington here at the half by 7 points. Your score is Michigan 17, Washington 10. As we are still at halftime here, we had the first half stats a while ago. If you missed it and everything, be sure to kind of replay that video and everything. And also, if you are in the chat right now, if you are a Michigan fan, be sure to say hashtag Michigan Wolverines. And then for Washington, say hashtag Washington Huskies. Let's talk about, of course, this game, coming, earlier today I did post a community tab on the poll and everything. I wanted to kind of, look at it and see what team was picked, most out of the votes to win the national championship here. Like I said, we, posted a community tab. Who was your pick to win, of course, the national championship game for tonight? So we are going to take a look at it here as getting to it right now. So, again, we did post out a poll like 13 hours ago. It says, who wins the national championship tonight? And, of course, the winner of the percentage poll, it was 134 votes total, of course. Michigan was, of course, the winner, 53% to 47%. So a really close call there in the community poll and everything. So whoever voted out there, thank you guys for voting. And be sure to, like I said, support the channel if you are a big fan of sports and everything. So, again, Michigan, 53%, Washington, 47%. Let's now talk about future videos here coming up on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We got, of course, 2024 coming up. We got the off season pretty much coming up, starting up like right after this national championship. And coming up tomorrow, we're going to have our way too early top 25 rankings. Like I said, we don't really know what the rankings, we don't really know what the teams are going to look like next year once this national championship game is concluded. And we're going to be pretty much basing, the rankings based off of, where the teams were from last year. So we'll have our way too early top 25 video perhaps tomorrow. And then coming up on Wednesday, we will post 2 videos in one day on that Wednesday. We will, of course, have our I'm going to have a new video idea here on this channel. We're going to give you some way too early power rankings for the SEC conference, the ACC conference, the Big 10 conference, and the Big 12. No Pac-12, of course. There's only 2 teams in there, so we're going to be pretty much doing like 4 out of the Power 5 conferences and everything. So that's all the videos that are coming out this week. And then also on Friday, we are going to have some way too early top contenders / dark horse playoff contenders for the 2024 season. So we're going to be pretty much, deciding which teams could be playoff contenders. Of course, we got that 12-team playoff coming up next year, which I am really excited for. We'll get to have more games, and I also think we'll probably get to call more games here next season for the 12-team playoff. So that is your upcoming videos for this upcoming week here. For the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We're going to take a quick break here. We got the second half coming up in just a moment. You're listening live here again to the play-by-play live audio here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel of the National Championship game. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are back here live on the live stream again of the play-by-play broadcasts of the national championship game again between the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Battle of unbeatens here, of course, as the third quarter is set to begin pretty soon. As your score at the end of that first half, of course, was Michigan 17, Washington 10. As you saw for the first half of play, if you did not see those stats, of course, like I said, Michigan ran the football pretty well. I think they had like 290 yards of rushing on the ground. Washington, did not really pass the football that way, or actually, ran the football that well. The stats really just make the difference and everything. Michigan really dominated that first half at running the football. So I think the key for both of these teams going into the second half, especially for Washington, is definitely, get the Michigan offense off the field. Their defense has to be really solid in this game. It's really going to come down to the final half of college football and also these last 30 minutes as well. And for Michigan, of course, I think they have to continue running the football here as Washington will get the ball to start the second half, and we're underway. So this ball will settle back into the end zone for the touchback. So Washington will have the football. First down and 10 here for the Huskies. Penix gets the snap and going to throw it, and looks like it's intercepted. Yes, it is intercepted by Michigan. The first official turnover of tonight. That is a big mistake here by this Washington team. So that is an interception there by the Washington offense. We saw Michael Penix go down as well. Sorry for the long silence there. I was looking at the technical, not like the difficulties and everything, looking at the technical stuff. But anyways, Michigan back out on offense. They pick up about 3 yards after their first official play here on this turnover. And again, your score right now is Michigan 17, Washington 10, as this second half is officially underway, and it starts with a turnover by Washington. Second down and 7, McCarthy's going to hand it off. Blake Corum almost had a head of steam, but he's going to be taken down right around the 20-something-yard line, it looks like. Yeah, right around the 25, maybe the 20-yard line perhaps, as we're going to take a look at the replay and see where he's at. Going to be down close to about the 15, I should say. So good gain there by Blake Corum. First down for Michigan. First down and 10 here, and now there's penalties. Flag down, and looks like it's going to be on Michigan. False start, but everyone but the center. Everyone jumped for the Michigan offensive line. You don't really see that play called a lot in college football. Usually it's just one offensive tackle, but it's everyone but the center. So that's going to bring up a first down and 15. That's the third penalty on Michigan tonight. Only 2 penalties each for both of these teams in the first half. First and 15, they're going to hand it off up the middle, as that's going to be a short gain for about a couple yards for Blake Corum. So now it's second down coming up. Second down and 13. Just underway here in this second half as McCarthy is out of the shotgun, and now there's another flag on the play, and it's going to be a false start against Michigan. So that's going to move back Michigan. That's going to be a false start. So that's the second penalty here on this drive for Michigan. That's the second false start penalty. Not everyone jumped this time, but the center. So second down and 18 at the 24. McCarthy to throw. Takes his time and batted down at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be incomplete. So the Washington defense trying to come alive here, as Washington did turn the ball over on an interception. So it will be third down coming up for this Michigan offense. Third and 18, McCarthy's looking to throw. McCarthy, pressure, throws it left side, and somehow it's complete to about the 20-yard line by Loveland. Sorry, hopefully everybody can hear me. We had to kind of end the stream there because we kind of didn't have enough, technical stuff there. So field goal is good by Michigan. Field goal makes it 20-10. We'll take a quick break here as we're going to try to sort these, technical stuff. We'll be back in just a moment here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Again, live here for the live broadcast and also the play-by-play of the national championship game. Your score in the third quarter of play is Michigan 20, Washington 10. 11:55 to go in this third quarter. Washington turning the ball over. Michael Penix throwing an interception. That's his 10th one of the year. So Michigan forces the turnover, but Michigan, of course, had a couple penalties that resulted in a field goal instead of a touchdown, as the ball will go back into the end zone for a touchback, and we'll see the Washington offense back out on the field here. Let's see if they can capitalize after that turnover. And sorry about the little bit of silence there for a little while because we had to, start a new stream and everything. Not a new stream, but, just a new stream on OBS and everything. That's what I'm using here on the live stream. First down and 10 here for Washington. Thank you guys for joining me here live on this broadcast. First down and 10 at the 25. Penix will be out of the shotgun here. Penix takes a snap. It's going to hand it off to Dylan Johnson. Dylan Johnson trying to fight his way for extra yardage. He gets to about the 24, 25-yard line, so he gets about a decent gain. Michigan leading 20-10. Again, if you are a Michigan fan, say hashtag Michigan Wolverines in the chat. Penix gets a snap. Penix will throw it left side, complete to the left side to McMillan. And a first down for Washington, so that will move the chains. Like I just mentioned, if you are a Michigan fan, in the chat say hashtag Michigan Wolverines. And then if you're Washington, say hashtag Washington Huskies, who wins the national championship as well. And like I said, in that first half, we did see that Michigan won the voting, 53% to 47%. First down and 10 here for Washington after the first down catch. Penix throws a short throw again to the 40, to the 45, breaks a tackle to the 50, still fighting his way, and as he gets to Michigan territory, and a really big push out of bounds, and now a flag's going to come out, and that's going to be a late hit out of bounds. And maybe an unsportsmanlike penalty against Michigan as well. Things got really physical there on the defensive side of the football, or actually on both sides of the football for both of these teams. That's an unnecessary roughness against Michigan. That's a 15-yard penalty. That's the fourth penalty this game here for Michigan. That's the third one overall in this second half. So the penalties are starting to fly here in this second half. As the receiver went out of bounds at the Washington sideline. So first down and 10 here for the Huskies at the 34-yard line in Michigan territory. Penix out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes it to his tailback, and now the ball is batted at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. No Michigan player on the defensive player there to get it for the interception, but a defensive tackle there for Michigan batted it down. So second down and 10, a bit more tempo here by the Washington Huskies. Second down and 10, takes a snap, going to hand it off. And nowhere to go, just about a couple yards on that carry for Washington. Now it's going to be a third down for this Washington offense. They struggled on third down in that first half. They were 2 for 7. Both teams really struggling on third downs, to be honest. Third down and 8, a big third down here, I think, for Washington as the ball is inside the 32 with 9:50 to go in this third quarter. Penix out of the shotgun, takes a snap, now drops for a big drop, and he finds his receiver, but it's going to be a short gain, only about a 2-yard gain to the 30, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So what does Washington do here? So that now makes Washington 2 for 8 on third downs on the night. They came into this game 47% on third downs on the year. It just hasn't gone their way. So it looks like Washington's going to bring out the field goal team to try to make this one a 7-point game again. That's going to bring out Grady Gross. Made his first one from 25 yards. This is a long one from 45. Straight away, though. There's a snap. Good hold. And boots it away, and it is good. So that makes it a 7-point game. Your score now is 20-13. Washington in front. So again, your score is 20-13. Michigan in front. We'll take a quick break here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel live stream. And again, you're listening live here to the live play-by-play broadcast of the National Championship right here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are live here once again here on the channel of Lucas Ross Sports here on YouTube. Again, coverage and play-by-play of the national championship game. Again, between the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Your score is Michigan 20, Washington 13 as we're in the third quarter of play. Boy, anything can happen here in this third quarter and also in the fourth quarter as well. We've seen some mistakes here in the second half by this Michigan team. They, of course, have had some penalties and everything. And, they have 4 penalties total now, but 3 here in the second half. And then for Washington, they still can't score on the offensive side of the football, but they're taking field goals to stay in this game. But again, it's 20-13 your score here as we got 8:58 to go in this third quarter. Washington will kick it off here. And again, thanks for joining me right here live on this play-by-play and broadcast. I will definitely do a lot more of these in the future as that ball will settle back into the end zone for a touchback. So first down and 10 here for Michigan. Michigan offense, dominated that first half at running the football. Let's see if they can continue that momentum going into the second half. First down and 10 here for Michigan at the 25. Again, we're in the third quarter of play. J.J. McCarthy will be out of the shotgun. They got 2 men in the backfield. Now they'll come up right beside him. And now hands it off to Blake Corum or Donovan Edwards on the right side. Edwards to the 30-yard line. And he'll pick up about a gain of 5 as he'll mark him down at the 29, it looks like. So pick up a 4 or 5 for Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards in that first half had, of course, 94, 93 some rushing yards. Had 2 long 40-plus rushing touchdowns, 41 and then 46. Gain of 4 yards by Donovan Edwards. That puts him, I think, at 100 yards on the evening, perhaps, or maybe close. 2nd down and 6 here for Michigan. McCarthy out of the shotgun. Sends one of his guys in motion. Now he goes back to the left. McCarthy takes a snap, hands it off to Edwards, and Edwards gets hit hard. He'll be just shy of that first down. Boy, looks like Washington's defense is coming alive here in the second half as Hampton, number 7, makes the tackle. Again, this was the key going into the second half for the Washington Huskies, was definitely make some stops on the defense. Michigan has yet to convert a 3rd down tonight. They're 0 for 5. It's 3rd and 2. As McCarthy gets the snap, he's going to hand it off to Corman. He's going to be stopped just short. The Washington defense makes a huge stop. That is C. Burner with the tackle for loss for the Huskies, and it's going to be 3 and out for the Michigan Wolverines. That makes him 0 for 6 now on 3rd downs tonight. And again, anything can happen here in this national championship. We've seen some comebacks from really good teams, and especially for Washington. They've been called the underdogs this year. Snap on the punt, and there's the kick. High punt, and fair catch called about the 26-yard line. 6:58 to go in this 3rd quarter. We'll be back in just a moment here. You're listening live here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, and also live here of the play-by-play of the national championship right here, live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the live audio and also play-by-play of the national championship game presented by AT&T. Washington trailing Michigan here 20-13 here in the 3rd quarter play as we got 6:58 to go in this 3rd quarter. It's really been about the penalties in this 3rd quarter for Michigan, and also just, the fact that they can't really convert any third downs. First down and 10 here for Washington at the 26, as Penix will be out of the shotgun. Sends one of his guys in motion to left. Penix drops to throw. Now fires it left, complete to that guy that went in motion. And he gets to around the 30-yard line to the 31. So it'll bring up second down for Washington. Washington with a chance here to maybe tie this game up and make this a really interesting national title. It was really all Michigan in that first half, but it seems like Washington's defense is looking to come alive. And again, Washington was an underdog going into this championship game. They were an underdog in their last two postseason games. As Penix will drop out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Penix gets rid of it, and it's complete. Right side, huge hole to the 40, and out to about the 42-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down for Washington. So far, so good here for the Washington Huskies. Washington moving it down the field here. Good patience by Michael Penix there in the pocket. He's 18 of 28 tonight. First down and 10 at the 42 for Washington. Penix gets the snap, fakes it to his right, and now that one's incomplete. It looks like the receiver slipped. McMillan looks like he slipped on the play, and it's going to be incomplete. So that brings up second down after that incompletion. McMillan went in motion to the right side, and yes, it was a block there, or actually the offensive tackle blocked the Michigan player and pushed him down, and that let McMillan slip up. So second down and 10 now after that incompletion. Penix will be out of the shotgun here. Penix drops back to throw. Penix going to go take a deep shot downfield left side. Incomplete. And now it's third down coming up. So that was kind of the first maybe deep ball of the night for Michael Penix. He did show off the arm talent, but did not manage to get it to his intended receiver. Wallace on the coverage there for Michigan. Third down and 10. 5:30 to go in this third quarter. Penix will be out of the shotgun. He's been pretty good on third down at throwing the football. Third down and 10. Penix, and now some flags all over the place. And let's see what this flag is on. And I think it's going to be on Washington. So that's going to be a false start against Washington. 5-yard penalty. Third down. I think that's the third penalty on Washington in this game, and I think that's the first penalty on Washington here in this second half. 5 penalties for Michigan, 3 for Washington. It's now 3rd and 15 to go instead of third down and 10. Penix out of the shotgun at the 37. Penix. Blitz coming from Michigan. Penix to throw. Penix takes a deep shot down the right side and going to be incomplete. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Johnson on the coverage for the Wolverines. So a lucky break there for the Michigan defensive secondary, because that ball looked like it was going to be caught, but the ball was just out of the reach of the intended receiver as well. Chad McAllister will punt for the third time tonight. He gets a snap, and it was almost blocked, as that ball will take a nice bounce, as that ball will be bounced all the way to about the 7-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 7. 5:11 to go in this third quarter. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to the live audio and play-by-play of the national championship game right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the coverage and play-by-play audio of the national championship game again between Washington and Michigan. The Pac-12 versus the Big Ten, obviously. Battle of unbeatens as well. Your score right here in the third quarter, with 5:11 to go in this third quarter, is Michigan 20, Washington 13, as we will see the Michigan offense out here with a first down and 10 at the 7. J.J. McCarthy out of the shotgun. Been pretty quiet at throwing the football in the second half as they'll hand it off to Blake Corum left side. And Corum's going to probably, they're going to mark him back at the original line of scrimmage. Boy, Washington doing a pretty nice job on the defensive side of the football here in the second half. We haven't really seen the running game got going here in the third quarter. As you take a look at the yard per average, it was 4.4, 19.3 first and second quarter, and then 3.2 here in the third. So Washington has really done a nice job at stopping that running game of Michigan. Second down and 10 here. J.J. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hand it off to Corum, and again, they read it pretty well. Looks like only about a yard on that play. He's going to be just shy of the 10-yard line. Boy, Washington, again, doing a nice job here. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Michigan has yet to convert a third down tonight. They're 0 for 6. They're 45% on the year going into this net championship game. 3rd down and 8 at the 9-yard line. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap. McCarthy now running out of time. He's now running up the middle. He's got a first down and more. 25, 30, and McCarthy down at the 31, 32-yard line. First down, Michigan. That's a huge run here for this Michigan team in the third quarter. And J.J. McCarthy moves the chains, and that's the first third down conversion tonight for this Michigan offense. Makes him 1 for 7, but that was a huge third down conversion. First down at the 31. McCarthy now fakes it. Now McCarthy's going to keep it for himself on the read option. McCarthy out of bounds. First down, Michigan. At the 41-yard line. What a run by McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy keeps it on the read option, as he got good blockers down the field. And McCarthy, we haven't really seen him go really this quick at running the football. First down for Michigan. This time McCarthy will be under center as the ball is at the 43. McCarthy gets the snap, going to hand it off and toss it to Donovan Edwards. And Donovan Edwards at about the 46-yard line, past the 45. 2:20 to go in this third quarter. Michigan leads it 20-13 in this national championship. We are very close to that fourth quarter. Anything can happen here in this championship game. Second down and 7. 3-yard pickup by Donovan Edwards. Ball at the 46-yard line. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes a snap, fires a quick throw, and a nice tackle for loss there by Washington defense. McClamer, number 13, with the tackle for Washington, results in a loss of yards there for Michigan offense. So Washington will have a chance to try to make a big stop here on third down. Michigan converted their last third down play. 3rd and 10 here at the 43-yard line. McCarthy out of the shotgun. Edwards in the backfield. McCarthy gets the snap, fires a quick throw left side, complete to Wilson. Wilson at about the 50-yard line. Just shy of that first down, and it looks like it's going to be 4th down. So what does Michigan do here? Wilson did get a block on the edge, but it wasn't really one-on-one. It was just really 2-on-1. Now it's 4th down. Final seconds here in the third quarter, 50 seconds to go. Tommy Doman will punt for the 4th time, as this ball will take a high bounce, and the ball will be down right around the 10-yard line. They'll spot it at around the 11. So that's where the Washington offense will take over. 39 seconds to go in this third quarter. Boy, we're coming down to the wire here as we are about to approach the fourth quarter. No team has not scored a touchdown here in the second half. We've seen a field goal from Michigan. We've also seen a field goal from Washington. We saw an early turnover in that, started the first drive for Washington. But Michigan could not capitalize with those penalties. First down and 10 there at the 11-yard line for Michael Penix in this Washington offense. Johnson in the backfield. Penix drops to throw. Penix looking to throw. Now fires it deep and too high and incomplete for his intended receiver. So that's going to bring up second down and 10 after that incompletion. Just a kind of bad throw and a kind of high throw by Penix. Second down and 10. Penix 18 of 32 total tonight for 170 yards. Second down and 10. Penix looking to throw again. Penix throws it short, complete to the 15-yard line of the 20, and enough for a first down for Washington close to that 25. Catch is made by the tight end for the first down. It looks like it's McPhiller with the catch. First down and 10. Final seconds here of this third quarter, and this could be the final play of this third quarter. And it's going to end the third quarter, so 3 quarters complete. Final 15 minutes left of this national championship game. Both teams 14-0 on the season. We will take a break. We'll have the fourth quarter when we come back here. You're listening to the live audio and also play-by-play of the national championship game of 2024 of college football right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back here to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are getting set for the fourth quarter of play of the national championship. You're listening to the live audio and play-by-play of this national championship. Your score at the end of that third quarter is Michigan 20, Washington 13. It comes down to this. First play for Washington here in this fourth quarter. They're going to hand it off left side to Johnson, and he gets maybe about a couple yards, maybe 3. And again, we're underway here officially in the fourth quarter of play. It all comes down to this. Penix out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard carry by Johnson. Penix will throw. Blitz coming right on the right side. Throw complete by Penix. And now it's going to be a short gain on that reception. 3rd down coming up. Catch made by McMillan. And again, anything can happen here in this national championship. As again, your score is 20-13. 3rd and 4 for Washington. A big 3rd down play here. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix Gets a snap, drops to throw, fires a short pass, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Boy, Nixon was wide open. It looked like he could have probably gone all the way, but incomplete. And here comes the punt team for the Huskies. Boy, Nixon, a really big drop there for this Washington team. That was a clear path for the first down. And maybe a little bit of nerves as he's trying to catch that football. And now it's 4th down, so Jack McAllister will punt it away. And the ball will be, this is a really good punt. Ball out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 13:29 to go in this 4th quarter. We'll take a quick break here. Your score, Michigan 20, Washington 13. This is the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, play-by-play of the national championship. Welcome back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel for the live audio and also live play-by-play of the National Championship of 2024 for college football. And again, your score here in the 4th quarter, just underway here in the 4th quarter, was we got at the 13-minute mark. Your score is Michigan 20, Washington 13. Neither teams have been really explosive here in the second half, as neither team has scored a touchdown. You know, Michigan dominated that first half of play on the running game, but it hasn't been really good since. And for Washington, you know, they just haven't been able to get their offense going tonight. So Michigan will take position here at the 16-yard line. 1st down and 10. McCarthy will be out of the shotgun on this play. Takes a snap. McCarthy is going to throw on this play. Rolling to his right. Fires on the run and incomplete. Batted away at the last second by the Washington defender. So again, both of these offenses have just not been able to get things going here in the second half. Again, Michigan dominated that first half of play. Johnson was the intended receiver. It wasn't actually batted, it was dropped. So we've seen a couple of receivers drop for both teams. Second down and 10, McCarthy out of the shotgun. McCarthy gets the snap, hands it off to Blake Corum. Corum left side, and Corum will get to about the 20-yard line, gain of 4 yards, and now it's third down. 13-11 to go in this fourth quarter of this national championship game. Both defenses have been pretty significant. Both of these defenses have been pretty good. But, we thought about the slow start for Washington. They're right back in this ball game, but it's still a really coming down to the wire here. Third down and 6 for Michigan. They haven't been good on third downs tonight. McCarthy gets the snap, drops the throw. McCarthy rolling to his right, now in trouble. McCarthy gets away from the tackle, but gets tripped up, and he's not going to be able to get to the first down. Got at least a yard out of it, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And another stop for this Washington defense. Boy, both defenses just really are being dominant here in this second half, which we did really expect here because Michigan has one of the top defenses in the country. And for Washington, we said going into the second half that their defense was going to have to get Michigan's offense off the field, and that's exactly what they've done in this second half. Tony Doman's going to punt this one away as that ball will be returned, and boy, hard hit there on the return as that ball will be spotted around the 33 and the 34. We'll be back in just a moment here. We'll see the Michael Penix and Washington offense coming up right after this. You're listening again to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play coverage of the national championship game. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. We are in the fourth quarter of play of this national championship game, College Football 2024 National Championship. Your score, Michigan 20, Washington 13. As both defenses have been really fantastic here in this second half. It's just been really about the defenses here in the second half. But again, the top defense in the country, Michigan, holding Washington to 13 points. Washington came into this game as the 10th best offense in the country. It hasn't really shown up today like that. First down coming up here for the Washington offense. Michael Penix Jr., big quarterback this year, of course, for Washington. He'll start from the 33-yard line. First down and 10 here. Penix drops the throw. Penix has plenty of time, now fires it downfield and incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver, as the Michigan player came from behind and was able to lay a big hit and knock the ball out of his hands. I'll tell you what, these two defenses, I have never seen a back-and-forth defensive battle like this in a very long time in a national championship. Second down and 10, Penix fakes, now drops to throw. Penix going to lob it downfield, has a receiver open, complete. The catch made at the 35-yard line. What a catch. However, there is a penalty flag down. It looks like it's going to be against Washington, and that's a holding call. 10-yard penalty. Oh, my goodness. That is a blown call for this Washington team. That's their fourth penalty of the night. That is a tough penalty here in this fourth quarter if you're a Washington fan. It was the right tackle for Washington. Second down and 20 now instead of a first down. Again, fourth penalty on Washington tonight. Second down and 20 now. Penix out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Blitz coming from Michigan. Penix throws over the middle and completing. Short gain by Mutfield. Or McMillan. Third down now coming up. 10:55 to go in this fourth quarter of play in this national championship game. Penix out of the shotgun. Ball at the 25-yard line. Johnson in the backfield. Penix looking to throw. Penix down the middle of the field, complete. And it's complete to Dylan Johnson, and he's not going to get to the first down. He'll pick up about a gain of 10, but that's it. So it's now fourth down. So Washington, once again, will go 3 and out. Well, I think both fans on both sides of Washington and Michigan want to see a touchdown here. That could really change the game, and also maybe a turnover could probably change the game as well. 9:58 to go in this fourth quarter now. Jack McAllister will punt it away. There's a snap. McAllister catches it, and McAllister boots it away. Fair catch. And ball will be spotted right around the 29-yard line. It has been a punting battle here in this fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening live here to the play-by-play coverage of the National Championship right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, again for the play-by-play and audio of the College Football Playoff National Championship game of 2024. Your score is Michigan 20, Washington 13 as we're in the fourth quarter of play. As again, anything can happen here in the final 9 minutes here in this game. A turnover or possibly a touchdown. First down and 10 for Michigan at the 29 as 9:44 to go on the clock. McCarthy to throw. Lob and pass complete. Loveland, 45, 40, 35, 30, into Washington territory for a first down. And a huge play for Michigan here in the fourth quarter of play at the 9-minute mark. And what did we just say? Anything can happen here in these fourth quarter of plays. First down and 10. Michigan runs to the line. McCarthy hands it off to Blake Corum, and Corum gets to about the 26, to about the 25-yard line. And now it's going to bring up second down. Huge catch there for Loveland. And McCarthy just got the throw off in time. Ball was a little bit high, but Loveland goes up and makes the catch with his hands. Second down and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Corum. 8:37 to go in this fourth quarter. McCarthy out of the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes it on the toss. McCarthy's going to throw. Now a short throw complete to Wilson. Wilson has a first down for Michigan. And just like that, Michigan looking to move down the field here and possibly get a touchdown. But if you're Michigan, you do kind of want to waste some time on the clock here. Wilson with the catch, and it looks like he's going to be down just around the 15-yard line. And again, this game coming down to the bitter end. It's been about a defensive battle here in all this game. Both teams cardio. Whoever has the best cardio is going to win this game. First down and 10 at the 15. McCarthy gets the snap. Going to hand it off to Corum up the middle. Corum just to get about a couple yards. Boy, Washington's defense has done a pretty nice job here in this second half of stopping the running game of this Michigan team. 7:37 to go in this national championship game as we're in the fourth quarter of play. Second down and 8 for Michigan inside the Washington. Looks like it was a 3-yard pickup that last time. They're inside the Washington 12. Second and 7. McCarthy is going to hand it off to Corum. Corum breaks a tackle. Corum to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The Michigan Wolverines go up by a couple scores. 12-yard run by Blake Corum to extend the lead. Huge touchdown for the Michigan Wolverines here in the fourth quarter at the 7-minute mark as Blake Corum broke the tackle. As the extra point is no good. So Michigan special teams, which they had a big problem. It looks like the extra point is actually good. So the score now, here in the fourth quarter, with 7:09 to go in this fourth quarter, your score, Michigan 27, Washington 13. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening live here to the live audio and broadcast and play-by-play of the national championship right here on Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Back here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Your score is Michigan 27, Washington 13. Blake Corum with the rushing touchdown from 12 yards out, broke the first tackle, and then obviously got in there. So Michigan with a 2-touchdown lead here. It is a 2-touchdown game here in the fourth quarter of play with 7:09 remaining. Michigan looking for their first national title since '97 as they kick it off here, and it will bounce to the end zone for a touchback. Thanks for joining me right here live on this live broadcast here. As the crowd goes really crazy here as Michigan, they are going crazy right now. They are very supportive of their Michigan team. This team has been through a lot this year. First down and 10 here for Washington at the 25. Penix out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Penix drops the throw. Now fires it left, complete left side. And Penix completes it to his receiver. He's still fighting. They're going to spot him right around the 29-yard line. So good extra yards there. Or actually, I should say good extra effort there by the Washington receiver. But a gain of 4 yards, second down and 6. Washington looking to go quick tempo here as there's 6:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. Can Michigan do it? Penix out of the shotgun. Penix takes a snap, fakes it to Johnson. Penix going to take a deep shot downfield. Got him in wide open. Agango breaks a tackle to the 30. And Agango with the first down for Washington. Right around the 20-something-yard line, maybe the 30-something-yard line. Boy, that's a huge play here for this Washington offense. He looks to be down around the 26 to 25-yard line, and Washington hurries up to the line. Fifth catch for News, the leading receiver for this Washington team. First down and 10, and now some flags. And again, a penalty is going to be against Washington here. It was all about the penalties for the third quarter for Michigan. Now it's all about the penalties here in this fourth quarter for Washington. It's a 2-touchdown game. 5:53 to go in this fourth quarter of this national championship. Battle of unbeatens here. And again, thanks for watching here live on the live stream. First and 15. Penix drops the throw as he fakes it to Johnson. Penix has plenty of time. Now fires a high one, and it's incomplete. As Penix took a hit, and as he goes down. Second down coming up. Michael Penix got under pressure that time. And then also good coverage downfield by the Michigan secondary. Second down and 15. Ball at the 32-yard line. In Michigan territory. Penix out of the shotgun all by himself. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Penix drops the throw, in trouble. Penix gets rid of it, and it's caught. Caught for about a couple yards on that play. And now it's going to be third down coming up right around the 30-yard line. We are really close to getting into those triple zeros to find out who will win this national championship. What a defensive battle it's been here in the fourth quarter, and mainly in the second half. Third down and 13 for the Washington Huskies. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix gets a snap, fakes it to his tailback. Penix drops the throw. Now he goes deep and off the hands of McMillan. And it's incomplete, so now it's a big fourth down here for this Washington team. If Michigan makes a big stop here, it looks like they can just try to run out the clock. But, Washington does have all 3 timeouts left. So does Michigan. 4th and 13 here for Michael Penix and this Washington offense. It all comes down to this. And timeout is called by Michigan. So that'll be their first charge timeout of this fourth quarter. 4:52 to go in this fourth quarter. And your score is Michigan 27, Washington 13. Washington has only scored 3 points here in this second half. And then for Michigan, they have scored 10. They led 17-13 at the half. Michigan with 296 rushing yards on the evening. Here we go, 4th and 13 here after the timeout. Ball at the 30-yard line, 4th and 13 for Washington. Penix out of the shotgun. Penix gets a snap. Pressure coming from Michigan. Penix has to get rid of it, and it's going to be throwing long and incomplete. But now there are flags on the field. One maybe for pass interference. Michael Penix goes down, and he's slow to get up, but he gets up anyway. Boy, this could be a very unacceptable penalty for Michigan. Holding is called on Michigan. And fouls offset. It was a holding called against Washington. And then a pass interference call. So both penalties offset. So now it's going to bring it is now going to be a 4th and 13. So we will retry here. 4:46 to go. Penix will be out of the shotgun. This is a big 4th down here for Washington. Penix waiting for the snap. Gets it. Penix fakes it to Johnson. Penix going to throw it over the left side. Intercepted! Washington throws it an interception. Here comes Michigan to the 50, 45, 40. He might take it all the way back. Gets a block. And all the way down to the 6-yard line. And Michigan might have a chance to just seal the deal here. The Wolverines come up with a turnover. Mike Sandsteel with the pick. And that might be the closing deal this national championship. The Michigan Wolverines, huge takeaway. A high throw just out of the hands of McMillan there. Almost taken back for a pick six, but a touchdown could seal the deal here. 1st and goal here for Michigan. McCarthy gets the snap, hands it off under center to Blake Corum. Look at Blake Corum go! Did he get in? No, he's just short. Blake Corum battling into the end zone, but I tell you what, that was a big-time interception by Michigan. Michigan can just run out this clock here. 4:04 to go still, but a touchdown will seal the deal for the Wolverines. Michigan's going to go undefeated at 15-0. They'll probably be the favorites to win it, in the Big Ten next year, but they'll lose some really good talent. But it's all about this season so far. J.J. McCarthy under center at the 1-yard line as they hand it off. Blake Corum up the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. And the Wolverines finishing touches here on this national championship from 1 yard out. the Michigan Wolverines. This team has come a long way. The extra point is up and good. So your score now in this fourth quarter play at the 3-minute mark is 34-13. Michigan in front. What a great fourth quarter for this Michigan team. Obviously, with 2 big touchdowns. Of course, that first one in the second half was a big one for them, and that kind of sealed the deal. Jim Harbaugh will, of course, get his first national title here after really up and down years throughout his Michigan career. After having tough times beating Ohio State, he will, of course, win a national championship here, but there's still 3:37 to go. Michael Penix threw his second interception on that turnover, as the kick will be returnable at the 1. And got on the return, gets to about the 15-yard line. So first down and 10 coming up here for Washington. 3:31 to go in this fourth quarter, and 3:31 away from a national championship for this Michigan team. If you're a Michigan fan out there, congratulations to you. I did pick Washington to win this game just because I thought that they had that underdog mentality. But Michigan, again, is a team that you just cannot doubt. First down and 10 here for Michael Penix in this Washington offense. Penix takes a snap. Penix goes to the middle, and it's complete to the 20, to the 24-yard line. There's a flag down. As you see, Michael Penix, he's taken a lot of big hits tonight. And there is a flag down, so referees, personal foul for targeting. Now the play is under further review. So it looks like one of the Michigan defenders hit a Washington receiver helmet to helmet. But let's talk about, of course, this national championship. Michigan dominated the first quarter. They led like 14-3 at the end of the first. Then, of course, Washington made it a 7-point game at halftime. And then Washington again made it a 7-point game at 20-13. There was no foul for targeting on Johnson, number 2, the one who made the hit. Michigan in this fourth quarter with a couple of rushing touchdowns. They've been running the football really well tonight. Will Johnson has 1 interception tonight. Michael Penix Jr. on the evening, 26 of 45. Second down and 3. Penix gets a snap. He's looking to throw. Penix goes downfield and almost intercepted again. And it's incomplete. So it's a third down coming up for Washington. Michael Penix has had a really tough night. I mean, just basically going up against a really good Michigan defense. Again, this is one of the top defenses in the country. You just cannot doubt them. 3rd down and 3 for Washington. Penix will be out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap. Penix drops the throw down the middle of the field, complete, and going to be trying to stretch for the 1st down. It looks like he's going to be just a yard short. So now it's 4th down. 2:40 to go in this 4th quarter and 2:38 to go, I should say, now in this national championship. Again, it's going to be the Michigan Wolverines, your 2024 college football national champions of this Final 14 playoff as well, as they'll go up the middle. And 1st down for Washington. Clock will now run down here. So we're close to the 2-minute mark. Penix to throw. Penix will go deep down the middle, and it's incomplete. Keon Sapp on the coverage for Michigan. So again, your score here, Michigan 34, Washington 13. And if you're a Michigan fan out there, congratulations to your Michigan Wolverines on a fantastic season. This team has been through a lot with the 6-game suspension of Jim Harbaugh, beating Ohio State once again, going to the Big Ten Championship again, and we'll get ready for the 12-team playoff next year. That is going to be something. 2nd down and 10. Penix drops to throw. Penix in trouble, fires it, incomplete, and another almost intercepted attempt. And Penix again is knocked down to the ground. So, boy, Penix has been under pressure a lot tonight against this Michigan defense. Thank you guys for joining this live tonight. Appreciate it for you guys listening here. 3rd down and 10 here with 1:59 to go here in this 4th. In regulation. Penix out of the shotgun. Boy, what a season he's had. A Heisman runner-up as he's going to throw it here and incomplete. So now it's 4th down for this Washington offense. What a season that Michael Penix has had, like I just mentioned. Heisman runner-up, a future NFL star, in my opinion. He'll be dearly missed for this Washington program. Again, battled with injuries throughout his career at Indiana. So 4th down coming up. Washington's going to go for it. And Michigan will take a timeout. It's going to be their 2nd timeout of this 4th quarter. Of course, both of these teams, don't forget, they'll be playing each other in the Big Ten next season. Both of these teams will be in the same conference next year, as that Big Ten is going to be loaded next season. 18 teams. Like I said, we are going to be doing some power rankings for the way too early conference and everything. So make sure to stay tuned for those power ranking videos. Again, we're going to be posting 2 power ranking videos in one day because we do have a busy schedule coming up here for the rest of this week. But we are about to conclude this 2023-24 season. Again, the Final 4-team playoff and the Final 4-team playoff championship trophy is going to belong to the Michigan Wolverines. Penix drops to throw on 4th down, and this one's going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted, but that's going to be officially it. Michigan will take over and just really try to kneel it down and run this clock out. A disappointing Michael Penix. Michigan's going to win their first national title since 1997. Boy, they came ready to play in the fourth quarter. It was about a second half. It was about a second half defensive performance by both of these teams. But Michigan is going to do it. It'll be their first national championship since 1997. We're going to go ahead and end things out once this game is officially completed. It's really late out here where I'm from. Blake Corum gets the carry here. So Michigan, it was a dogfight in the fourth quarter, or I should say in the second half on defense, but Michigan was just overall the better defense this year. They were also the better defense in this game. And again, congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines. And again, they've been through a lot this season. Final minute here. J.J. McCarthy takes a knee. Boy, the smile on Jim Harbaugh's face. And he dodged the Gatorade path. Oh, my goodness. Well, final seconds here. And it's over. This national championship game is going to belong to the Michigan Wolverines. Your 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship winners. That's going to do it here for this live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for listening in here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. And again, I will see you guys tomorrow for videos coming up throughout the rest of this week. Stay tuned for all those videos, and thank you guys for the coverage here. This is going to do it for me right here on the National Championship coverage, play-by-play coverage of the National Championship. Again, your Michigan Wolverines win the National Championship. Final score of this game, Michigan 34, Washington 13. So long, everybody.